The award of National Nutrition Vanguard on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the Council of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria.
Professor Wasiu Afolabi, President of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, Her Excellency former Deputy Governor of Kano State, Professor Hafiz Abubakar, and all members of the BOT of the NSN and all members of the executive who are here. Let me first thank the Board of Trustees and the executive for the great honor of this award. I want to really thank you for it and to say that I consider it a very great honor indeed, a great thing that you would decide to honor me by presentation of an award. I want to say that for me it was not expected because of course a lot of what I might have achieved was because of doing the work for which one was elected. But I deeply appreciate the work. I deeply appreciate this award. And I also dedicate the award to all of us, including yourselves. All of us who work very diligently but silently in the nutrition and food system space and who are hardly ever acknowledged or hardly ever noticed. I think that this is an area of activity that is so important, yet so underreported, under-rewarded. But I believe that the work that you're doing and what you've been doing since 1963 is one that deserves the commendation of all. And I think that this award is one that has to be shared by all of us. In coming to the point where we decided as a government to do a lot more work in the area of nutrition, I think that one of the major issues for us was the consideration that the most important task of government, security and welfare of the citizens. Security, of course, in terms of physical security, but perhaps more in terms of livelihood, life and livelihood. Because really, what's the point of providing any physical security for somebody who dies of hunger or is about to die of hunger? So I think that for us, this was so important that we should dedicate time and attention to food security and of course nutrition. Work on human capital development, which we've done through the NEC, that's the National Economic Council, and of course our work in the area of nutrition through the Nutrition Council of Nigeria, is one that we think have a synergy, and we think that it's very important for us to maintain that synergy because really it speaks to our responsibility to our country, it speaks to our responsibility to the people. In doing so, the President appointed a special advisor on nutrition, and the person of Mrs. Bimbo Adeson, which perhaps is the first of its kind. And I think it does emphasize how important the issue of nutrition is to us as a government. I want to commend the great work you have done as a society for these many years. And I think that in more recent years, we've seen that this society that has worked very quietly for so long has actually been the one that has been in the vanguard of all of the work on nutrition and has remained faithful. If we did not have the NSN, we would not be able to make the advancements that we made or the achievements that we made. It is your advocacy over the years that has led to the point where government could not ignore the nutrition, the nutrition space at all. We could not ignore it, mainly because of the work that we have done through the years. So even all the achievements that we can attribute to our government, such as the departments, the directorates that we're trying to establish in every MDA, we have project lines and all of that. Advocacy issues that have been made year after year by the society. And we're happy that they have found willing partners in the government, in our government today. So again, just to thank you very much for the hard work that you've been doing. I'm excited to hear that you're working with the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry on school feeding. This is also very, very important to us. Even the work that we're doing on conditional cash transfers. Working with the World Bank, one of the very important issues that the World Bank wanted to know was what the contribution of nutrition to the amounts of money that we give by way of the transfers are, and they were interested in the outcomes, because it's not just a matter of giving cash transfers, but it's on seeing that those cash transfers maintain both livelihoods and nutrition. So I think that the work with the humanitarian affairs is one that is very useful. But I think also that it could be expanded to the other areas in which the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry currently superintends. For instance, as I said, cash transfers are important, of course, the school feeding program and all that. So I look forward to continuous engagement with the Nutrition Society of Nigeria and with all of the professionals and members of the academia who people it. And I hope that the sensitization that these sorts of the award and the various things that we've been doing, I hope the sensitization that it will bring will help in advancing the work. I think the Nigerian public needs to know that a lot of work is going on, that there is a society dedicated to nutrition and food systems. And so I hope that this award, which is of course been quite well publicized, will add to the advocacy that you've done and that is being done by all of the stakeholders in the nutrition and food systems space. So thank you very much for the award. Thank you, and I wish the society well, and I hope that we'll continue to engage even more actively in the future. Thank you.
To be honest with you, this is part of the reason why the society felt compelled to honor the Vice President, because everything about him has been number one. Look, the creation of Nutrition Society of Nigeria did not start with this administration. It's been in the books way back since 2007. But the society, the council was never inaugurated until when this administration came, until when the Vice President actually kick-started. That's when the council was even inaugurated. And since the inauguration, it has achieved what I can call landmark achievement. The inauguration itself, the recognition of nutrition by the critical stakeholders at all levels, from the federal to the state, didn't happen until that council came on board under his leadership. You can hear quarterly meetings, just like the way he is leading the National Economic Council, so is also the Nutrition Council of Nigeria. And at every sitting, you find that these decisions that you are remembering, because every Nigerian knows that we have very low level of awareness of nutrition and its importance to national development. In fact, everybody knows that you are what you eat. But we do not recognize it in governmental and even in personal undertakings. So this leadership, to be honest with you, we are already, what can I say, when somebody can see clearly that he's going to lose his parents and know the way he's feeling, we're already feeling as orphans that whatever we do, the tenor of this gentleman will go. Our prayer is that whoever is coming in should go into the shoes of this great gentleman.
We thank God for this opportunity. Let me say that since the beginning of this administration, nutrition development in Nigeria has taken priority in the consideration of government in national development. And this has never happened before. So that is why we think we should recognize the contributions of this administration, and particularly that of the Vice President as the chairman of the National Council on Nutrition. What we want is that, as this government's tenure is winding down, Nigerians should take the issue of nutrition very seriously, and particularly so for the incoming government or administration. The tempo of contribution to development of nutrition as a priority of national development should not go down. And I think every Nigerian should demand from government accountability in this respect.